Oh yeah. How do you end up with beef with Lil Blood?
Me?
Yeah. That's the video where you were hitting the breathalyzer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lil Blood.
Ain't that one of the most recent ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was from like July, but it happened in
This is
February.
new. Shout out to Lil Blood. I like Lil Blood.
So you ran into him in the studio?
Yes.
Why did you have smoke with him? Because he's friends with Mozzie?
It's deeper. No, because it's like it was like last year, right?
I make it sound crazy, so she got to like really
I'm
start.
like, no. Okay, listen. So I'll cover a story. He doesn't follow me. He's not subscribed, but I know he's watching because I'll cover a story and he'll go interview the person I'm covering. He's not even a rapper. He's not even this. Like when me and DC did the publicity stunt, he goes and interviews DC like a week later. Oh, I talk about this guy. You guys don't know him. His name is like King. And I cover him in regards to a homicide that happened in Sacramento last year. He goes and interviews him like a week or two later. So I'm like, okay. So I see him in the studio.
Stank face.
What's up? Like, let's stand on that. What you want? Like, you know? And so it wasn't no static in the studio, but his demeanor felt like I was coming off aggressive. And I even apologized. But then, like, he still felt some type of way to where he was, like, telling everybody, like, I feel like Jaleec pressed me. And I'm like, okay, so that's why you went and got that pat. Like.
What's a pat?
A little deuce.
Oh, you're saying he went and got blicked up in case you decided
and then came back.
Wow.
This is crazy take.
That's crazy.
No, this is really what happened.
It's fair, though.
It's all
you
on.
Seem like you could be dangerous.
But how? Like,
Might go have to pop the trunk.
Oh my goodness. He went and got blicked up and then comes back. I'm thinking he left to go wherever home. It was Super Bowl weekend, and then he comes back like 30 minutes later, like, all right, you guys, I'm leaving. No, you're not. We're gonna go talk in his room. What are you talking about? And then he's like, oh yeah, Jaleec, come on, like. So we go in the room, and that's when we started talking, and then he shows me his little pat. And I'm like, okay. Like,
at what point in the conversation, like, why did he show you it?
Towards the end of the conversation, he was like, do you live in Las Vegas? Because Super Bowl weekend was in Las Vegas last year, right? Or this year. And he was like, and I was like, no, why? And he's like, well, it's a lot of people out here. And I'm like,
I could protect you.
No. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so be careful. And he's like, because everybody's. And I'm like.
That sounds awkward.
Like,
crazy.
He's like basically like letting me know like people are on that with me. Like they want to kill me. And I'm like.
I mean, you should have known that already.
Who the fuck wants to kill Lil Blood? In Vegas?
No, he talking
about he was
her.
telling me.
He was telling you that he was going to kill you potentially.
No, he was telling me like people want to
kill her.
Yeah.
And I said she should already know that.
And I'm not going to protect you. You're going to have to figure that out yourself.
I guess that was
because I got my little pat.
Yeah, he got his little pat. So
Why are we just making fun of everybody?
Look, so I'm like,
Lil Blood. We got to hear your side of this.
In fact, we got to get his reply.
And it broke my heart because I was such a fan of them, like growing up, and I was like, wow. Now it's like your idols become your rivals.
Damn.
Yeah. So what happened was I never said anything. This is how I don't expose everything. So I never said anything. I could have went viral when that happened, right? He gets on my live in July, and I'm just talking about it without saying any names. I got like 30 viewers. And then out of nowhere, somebody's like, Lil Blood's in here. And I'm like, he's in what? And then I'm like ignoring it. And then he's like, oh, she only did that because she wanted an interview. I seen this comment. I said, okay, now we got to tell the people we're really happy because now you're doing too much. Don't do that. And so that's when I exposed him, like what really happened. And then he like was calling everybody like, can you get Jaleec? What's going on with you? Why do you guys care about what I say? Like if it's not true, why does it matter? Because you just got on the internet and lied, bro. Like I wasn't even on that. Like I never exposed him.
What'd you call him in the title though? You call him like Mozzie's
lapdog.
Lapdog.
That is his lapdog. That's like one of his favorite.
That's a wild take.
Lapdog.
That's great.
That's Mozzie. That's Mozzie's like second favorite lapdog. The first one's Imozzie.
Jesus.
You're saying Mozzie tells Lil Blood to go to the store for him?
If he told him to go get him like a backwood, he would.
I'm just kidding. That's fucked up.
You gotta get the fuck out of here.
Listen, if Mozzie can control your if Mozzie can control your platform, That's just enough in itself, bro. Like, you didn't know who King was. Like, you only did that because Mozzie told you to do it. Like, so it's like, that's Mozzie's lapdog. Like, that's his store runner.
Lil Blood, we got to hear from you about this.
Man, shout out to Lil Blood.
A store runner is crazy.
Shit back
That's
in
a
the day,
store
nigga.
runner.
Third world. Lil Blood
Yeah.
was the shit, nigga. He was the shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I was a fan, but now I'm like,
shit.
I was in the dark for that. I've watched it now, but yeah.
Shit.
Why do you say you don't like bands?
it's not that I don't like.
Stockton bands, not Norteño bands.
It's not that I don't like bands.
It's a lot of bands.
It's a lot of bands. It's not that I don't like bands. I don't like his infrastructure.
What do you mean?
Like the Flyboys?
She talking about the gangs.
You hate all of them. Why? You're Fly K?
No, I'm not Fly K.
You're a Fly Exterminator?
I'm not a Fly Exterminator.
This nigga.
I don't have my credentials for that. So.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have my credentials.
I like that. Don't false claim it. Yeah. Okay,
I don't have
good,
my credentials.
good. Yeah.
No. So I wouldn't be a Fly Exterminator. So, you know, but I am not a part of their campaign. I don't campaign it. You know, but I do like band. I like bands though. Like, he's really a cool dude. Like, when I did have like almost interactions with him, I would always like kind of dodge it. But
Oh yeah, he's dope. He's got good energy.
Definitely good energy. Like, but his infrastructure is who I was having.
So you watch. So now that he's got Mozzie hanging out in his videos, you're not with him.
That's
how you feel about that link up.
Well, that's how I felt when Yada was on the FaceTime audio call on the video, and it was King in there, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing?"
I was this King.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. That's what I'm saying. You only scratched the surface.
That's what I'm starting to realize. Yeah.
Yeah, King's not a rapper though. He's just like a little mascot, and so King is like a Mozzie.
See, that's why you go get wiped out.
Gosh, Adam, why do you want me to get wiped out?
I just feel like you talking so crazy. I've never heard a girl talking like that on the internet.
But I'm not like
even dudes like no. I mean,
I told you, we have a special subject on our hands.
It's kind of like Warren Chirac type shit, you know. But except she's like in it, like she's from
yes,
it.
Yes.
But listen,
something very unique.
What was wrong about calling him a mascot?
I just feel like you had like harsh things to say about so many people in this little world.
But I didn't say really anything bad, did I?
Crazy.
A mascot?
Lapdog mascot. You got a whole. You got a thesaurus. You just look up like. You got a thesaurus. You write pussy and just look at what it. Lapdog. There we go. Boom.
Yeah, lapdog. You know, I just look at synonyms. But no, really, what it is though, like it's like. I try to be respectful at the same time, though. I think mascot is a pretty good word. Lapdog. It's not. I'm not calling you the bi word. You know.
That's good.
That's crazy. If you think lapdog is respectful.
So would you would they have rather me call me like a little bi, you know, a little witch, or would you guys rather be referenced as a lapdog or a mascot?
I feel like they both really kind of get the same point across.
Yeah, I feel the same way about
lapdog
both.
is a bit more specific. Yeah. It's like, damn, I'm really good for nothing.
Yeah, you're just riding the
Store
coattail.
runner is brutal too.
Store runner, absolutely.